Hi, you're tuned in to Oliver's Music Hour. Let's fucking do this. COVID's a bitch. And this is why this episode is filmed. COVID's a bitch. And this is why this is a special episode of Oliver's Music Hour, brought to you from quarantine. Now, I've been doing Oliver's Music Hour now for several weeks, and I think I've got a firm finger on the pulse of what's happening in the world of new music. So today's episode is no exception. Today I'll be reviewing the debut album by Liverpool-based bedroom pop artist pizzagirl. This one's called First Timer, and it's a 10-track LP, so not too short, not too long, bit of a Goldilocks porridge situation, but not so sweet. Some interesting ideas on this album, a bit half-baked. I was walking in my local record store when I found this, and I was taken aback by the arousal of this album art. I was like, how did they even get this on the shelves? Really arousing album art on this. If you can see at home, really interesting palette and theme on the color. There's a bit of an orange and black, a bit of a color scheme going on, a bit of orange vinyl too. And I was sitting there for a long time in the record store, deeply aroused at this album art. I was like, how did they even get away with this? A lot of hair, a lot of connotations of sensuality on this cover, and I think it was instant purchase for me on that. So yeah, I took it home. I didn't actually open this record. I listened to everything on Tidal when I'm reviewing because I think it's FLAC, lossless audio, which is easy for me to listen to when I'm trying to review a mix, just to get the clarity of the mix. So I crushed that in my power shower just before Oliver's Music Hour. I'm a bit of a lyricist myself, actually. I've got a 4-track EP in the works called Tormented. Yeah, it's a 4-track EP. The first track is called Tormented Intro, and the subsequent 3 tracks are remixes of the first track by local artists and friends, and I really can't wait for it to be on Bandcamp soon. I just need to get it mastered. I'm just waiting for the masters. But anyway, back to this album. Yeah, there's some interesting takes and cuts on this. My favorite track has to be the Ball's Gonna Keep on Rolling. Really interesting track about fame, celebrity, and the trials and tribulations of success. And I think that's a really, really strong opener for this record, but it dips a bit throughout the album. And some interesting ideas explored, but not really many. Some weird tracks like Dennis, Yesterday, Library don't seem to fit in this album. It's a bit of a mixed bag of genres and styles. I'm more of a fun-loving criminals man, so it was really hard for me to get into this. But yeah, with Oliver's Music Hour, I like to sort of spend a bit more time than the usual critics, going a bit of a deep dive on the tracks. But there really is not much to say about this, so I'm going to try and keep this a bit of a webisode and keep it short. But yeah, I'm not really into it, if I'm honest. And there's some great tracks. The last track, Good Night, it's a bit of a Moby style track, and I was thinking when I was listening to it, I was like, if Moby's done it, why do it again? That's what I say. But yeah, I'm really, really struggling to see any light at the end of this album, and it was a bit of a strain listen, in my opinion. So I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10, an Oliver sealed review on that one. Really interesting ideas, if explored a bit more in depth. And it's just a really arousing art, and I keep every time I turn around to look at me, I keep transfixed by it. I really can't get the mood of this, but God, it's really nice. But yeah, a 4 out of 10 on this one. I don't want to be completely too harsh on this. There are some really good light and shade in some tracks, but I just really think if it was explored a bit more interestingly, it would be a lot more of an enjoyable listen. So on, sorry, usually got a camera guy on this one. With Oliver's Music Hour, I always like to finish with a final thought, mostly about the artist. I think pizzagirl's a really interesting character on online, but my question to him is, where's the new music, pizzagirl? I've checked out, I scoped your Instagram, I do a lot of research on my artists before I review them, and not much music talk, I don't think. So that's my question to you, pizzagirl at home. Where's the new music? You're writing, you're recording, you're producing, or you're just posting Instagrams. I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out on the next coming weeks. Hopefully, Pizza Girl sees this and decides to actually write music. I don't know, but I'm sure we'll find out when I review his sophomore album, whenever that might come out. But as always, we fucking done this. I'm Art Laverne, and thanks for tuning into Music Hour. Ta-ta for now. Extremely, it's so really arousing. Incredibly arousing.